What's a small thing that recently delighted you?
Oh gosh, here?
Anyway, it doesn't have to be.
No, just working on Hamlet is all of it's been a delight. I think
Wonderful.
it's good to be returning to that play.
But it is one of my favorites too. What is a sound that means the room is alive to you?
The echo,
The echo?
from the back of this theater.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a current creative fuel? A book, song, film, a walk you like to take, artwork?
All of that.
All of that. Is there a particular one?
I've been reading a lot of books about therapy and psychology.
Any particular author you like?
Carol Dweck. There are several, but I'm kind of re-looking at a lot of different authors. So to list them would take forever.
What shuts you down?
When I feel like, and this doesn't happen that often, but I feel like people are phoning it in, or they're not completely committing to what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. In it 100% or not in it at all?
Yeah.
What's a sound that you love to hear in the theater or around the theater?
Laughter, I think.
It's always a good one. What's a sound you could live without?
Negativity.
Can you think of a rehearsal or a production that changed how you work?
That's a great question. I think it was more to do with some training I got in New York that's then led to everything I did afterwards. And I've told many people this. It was the teacher development program from the Actors Center in New York. And it was life-changing. It was around 2012, so about halfway through my career here. And I was feeling a little bit like I was repeating myself. And after this program, I felt like I could offer more.
What shifted?
The emphasis on the importance of art, society, in the world, the importance of empathy, but also new tools that I could use to help my students to improve. So,
is there a specific mentor, and it could be from that program, whose fingerprints are still on your practice?
Oh gosh, there are many. I have to say one of them is Ron Van Loo from that program, but I also have many friends that are my mentors. So, some people that I worked with long ago on the Scottish play who were here are still some of my closest friends, and I still ask them for advice.
It's lovely to have friends that are intellectually stimulating. What's something you've shed over time and something that you've stayed true to?
I've shed a lot of worry, and I've tried to stay true to integrity.
Beautiful. What's the note you find yourself giving the most?
To me, to others?
Either one. Either getting the most or giving the most.
Don't worry, it'll happen.
This might be the same answer, but what's a note you'd wished you'd heard early in your training?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, don't try so hard. Let things happen. Don't plan everything. Yeah. I was one of those people that was in my head a lot. And one of the things that some of these programs did is get me out of my head.
Beautiful. Is there a play that you keep returning to, and why do you keep returning to it?
Well, that would be Hamlet. But there are a number of plays that I've really, really loved, and they're usually Shakespeare plays. So,
what's a principle you will not, under any circumstance, compromise in the room?
We have to do our best, but in a way that's not forcing anybody to do their best. It should be encouragement more than anything.
If you could add one new rehearsal commandment, what would it be?
There can be as much preparation as you want to happen outside of rehearsal as in rehearsal.
Your first day at TTU versus today, what's changed in your work?
Everything. When I first got here, I had a completely different life. and I was pretty settled in. I was in my 40s. And, people know my story. I won't go into it too much, but the semester after I got here, I lost my wife. I was 44 years old, and I had a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old. And my stepson was already out of the house. And that rocked my world for some years.
Are there any colleagues you want to thank? One sentence.
Well, all of the colleagues that I had when I got here, mostly are gone. But I could list many of them. And one is still here. She came in the same year I did. But Linda Donahue was a close friend of mine even before I got here. And in fact, we were close enough that she took herself off the search committee because she didn't want to be biased. But I had known her down in the Rio Grande Valley, and I took her place at UT Rio Grande Valley. Now it was UT Pan Am back then. So I took her place for a year. So she actually started me out on my university career. It's my first job. I replaced her and another person. So I had all of the two plays they were going to be directing plus their classes, and that was great. Jonathan Marks was also a mentor. I used to say about him that if I didn't follow his advice, I'd get in trouble. But he had such experience, and he'd known so many people. He was from Yale. He had done his work there, and he also spoke fluent French, and he was really a fascinating man. I had also met him elsewhere, but it was fun to get to work with him. Another one was Lauren Mann. Lauren Mann was from Canada, and she actually left to take care of her parents who were ill, and has since passed away herself, unfortunately. But she was wonderful, and she introduced us to a lot of Canadian plays. They have their own, believe it or not, they have their own great plays.
Who would have thought?
But she also taught Peter Stiles, and she was just a wonderful colleague. I'm sure that I could think of many more. I often think of my students as well. I mean, the hundreds of students that have really had an effect on me that sometimes come back to see me and sometimes email me or call me and say, hey, I've got this thing I need to talk about, which I appreciate.
It's beautiful. What's a Lubbock place that secretly feeds your practice? Or not so secretly?
Well, there are a couple of places. One is Jambi Coffee, because I go there every day in the morning when they open and write and work on my classes. And the other one is La Serena, which is a tapas bar, and that's where I had my first date with my wife and where I asked her to marry me.
Very sweet. All right, lightning round. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Table work or stumble through?
Neither.
Ooh, okay. Proscenium, thrust, or black box?
I like them all. I really do. They all have their challenges, but I've enjoyed all three.
What's the first role you ever played, if you can remember it?
I was Santa Claus in The Night Before Christmas. I was 5 years old.
Oh, I love it. Is there a work you still dream of making? No schedule, no budget, no permission, nothing needed.
Yeah. I'd like to do some of the great history plays by Shakespeare, because you'd need the time, especially if you wanted to do more than one together, which I think together Henry IV Parts 1 and 2 may be his greatest play.
I would not disagree.
Right.
Final question. If the director at the stage door in the sky greeted you at the end of all this, what would you want them to say?
You made a good effort.
I love it. Well, sir, thank you for today and everything so far you've already taught me. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.